Introducing the Open Palm Podcast with host Jerome Shaw, available today on your favorite podcast platforms. The Open Palm Podcast is a positive, uplifting, motivational, and inspirational podcast. The host brings his insight and philosophy, and you can't help but gravitate towards his smile, his words, and his wisdom. Again, the podcast he hosts is titled The Open Palm Podcast. It's about inspirational messages, motivating themes, and thought-provoking ideas and topics. He'll also help you become more aware and in harmony with your own life, giving you a better understanding of your place in the world and using your skills accordingly, greeting the world with an open palm instead of a closed fist. You can find the show today on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Podcasts, and more. You can also connect with the host on Instagram at Jerome Shaw. That's JROMESHAW on Instagram. Jerome Shaw with the Open Palm Podcast. Motivation, meditation, mentality. Go listen, download, and subscribe today.
In ancient times, a king had a boulder placed on a roadway. He then hid himself and watched to see if anyone would move the boulder out of the way. Some of the king's wealthiest merchants and courtiers came by and simply walked around it. Many people loudly blamed the king for not keeping the roads clear, but none of them did anything about getting the stone out of the way. A peasant then came along carrying a load of vegetables. Upon approaching the boulder, the peasant laid down his burden and tried to push the stone out of the road. After much pushing and straining, he finally succeeded. After the peasant went back to pick up his vegetables, he noticed a purse lying in the road where the boulder had been. The purse contained many gold coins and a note from the king explaining that the gold was for the person who removed the boulder from the roadway. What do you gather from this story, my friend? This story entitled, The Obstacle in Our Path. This story is one that talks of opportunity and how there is always an opportunity in life to improve our circumstances. Even in a crisis, especially in a crisis, if we look, we may see the opportunity. In fact, the Chinese character or symbol for crisis is danger plus opportunity. For every obstacle that we come across in life, it gives us an opportunity to improve ourselves, to improve our circumstance and our station. But whilst the lazy may complain, there are others creating opportunities every day through their hearts, their generosity, and their willingness. Who will you be in life, my friend? Will you be someone who thinks about it? Just like Bruce Lee said, if you think too long about a thing, you'll never get it done. Will you be the one who talks about it, gibbering and jabbering on about what you've done in the past or what you might do in the future? Or will you be one of the vital few who just does it? Just do it, my friend. I urge you. Whatever that thing is, instead of wasting your energy talking or thinking, start doing, and you will see the miraculous things that start to get done in your life. Thank you for listening, my friend. This has been Jerome Shaw on TOP, the Open Palm Podcast here in San Antonio, Texas. I pray you received an encouraging message, letting you know that there is a reward and a benefit for doing. Take action. Figure out the rest later. Take action. Just do it. And you'll see what gets done in your life. Share this episode with someone who needs to hear it. And if this is your very first time receiving this podcast, definitely subscribe for more inspirational messages like this. And if you feel it in your heart to support, consider opening your browser to anchor.fm/jshaw. Clicking that support link there is much appreciated. Thank you to all the wonderful supporters who continue to donate to the podcast, making it possible for episodes like this. Grab the new book now out on Amazon that is called Finding Inner Peace by Jerome Shaw, and you'll find the link for that book in the episode description of the show notes. Have a wonderful and blessed day or night wherever you are, my friend. And as always, take care.